I'm going to show you how to make money by using AI to create images in just a few seconds that you can then sell on stock photography sites. The first thing you need to do is go to contributor.stock.adobe.com and you join as a contributor. Now, this is one of the few stock photography websites that will actually accept AI-generated content. And as it says on their terms page, Adobe Stock accepts content made using generative artificial intelligence. Now, there are a few simple hoops that you need to jump through in order to get your content accepted by Adobe and then make money from it, but we'll come on to that later. Now that you've got your Adobe contributor account, let's now find out what people want. So here we are on stock.adobe.com, and this is the search where people will go on to find stock images. Now, one of the things many people miss out on their tutorials and their trainings on YouTube and so on about doing this is they forget to mention how to create images that are already in demand. So you need to do this research bit first. It just takes a few minutes, so you can then go and create images that people want to buy. So you select the drop down that says images and you're going to enter a search term. Now, this search term could be something seasonal like Halloween, Christmas, or any event that's coming up, or you could enter a specific phrase such as Lamborghini, car, model, and so on. I'm going to enter the phrase supercar to see what turns up. So you can see the following results that show up on stock.adobe.com. Now, by default, they're sorted by relevance, but we actually want to sort by downloads. This will show you the images that have been downloaded the most. But we still want to search by AI content. We want to filter. So we go to this little filters button on the left, and we're going to search here for AI content only. So now we have a selection of images that have been created by AI and also have the most number of downloads. So this image here has been downloaded the most and was generated by AI. So what you're looking for here are opportunities of trends that are occurring again and again. Images and image types that are popular, that have a high number of downloads, that have been created using AI, and that you're spotting a theme to the type of images. So if we scroll down this page, we'll see many of these supercar type images have bright colors, almost neon type colors. I would describe them as almost Blade Runner type colors. There are many colors that reference blue and pink and so on. And these are obviously colors that are very popular and have been downloaded a lot. It's also interesting to see these pictures of a man in a suit in front of a car is also high up on the number of popular downloads. Now, you'd want to repeat this process for many different types of images, whether it's seasonal based, whether it's object based, or whether it's scene based. You would find those and filter by AI and then filter by downloads to get the most popular images. Then we can go off and start using AI to create similar images to those for our own portfolio that we can then use to make money with. So the starting point to do that is to go to discord.com and get your free Discord account. Discord is a communication channel that's free, and you're going to use it to communicate with MIDJOURNEY. MIDJOURNEY is the art software that will create the images for you, but you need Discord in order to use it. So you get your free Discord account, which you can either download for Windows or you can use in your browser, or you can even use it on your phone. Once you have your Discord account, you go to midjourney.com and you click the button that says join the beta. This then creates you a MIDJOURNEY account, and you can then click sign in to sign in with MIDJOURNEY. Now, at this point, you have a free Discord account and you have a free MIDJOURNEY account, and the two are linked. So you can now go to discord.com, log in with your details, and you'll see the MIDJOURNEY channel, or the MIDJOURNEY server as it's called. And you can now go on there and give it prompts to create images, which I'll tell you about in a second. Now, the free version of MIDJOURNEY is very limited. You'll only be able to create a few images and you cannot sell those commercially. So you can do it as a test to experience and experiment with this, but if you actually want to make money, you need a paid MIDJOURNEY account. But don't worry, it's just a few dollars. Here's how you do it. Once you've activated your free midjourney.com account, you then go to midjourney.com/account and you can select one of the payment options. I've just got the basic plan, which is just $8 a month. It gives you 200 images that you can create. It means you get general commercial terms so you can sell them, and it's perfectly fine for you to get started with. If you want to create even more images and do it even faster, then you can upgrade as you go. So now that you've got your paid MIDJOURNEY account, or maybe you're just using a free trial account, either is fine, you log into discord.com and you'll see the little icon on the left of a sailing boat. That's the MIDJOURNEY icon. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see these different chat rooms or chat areas or channels for MIDJOURNEY. What you're looking for to begin with, if you're on a trial account, is to click one of the newbie rooms. If you have a paid account, you scroll down to where it says General Image, and you select one of these General Image channels, either 1 through 20. I'm going to select number 9. It really doesn't matter. You just choose one of them at random. And each one of these channels is where you are now going to create your images. And as you can see, as I scroll up here, there are many people in right now using MIDJOURNEY to create brand new images using artificial intelligence. Also, at the very top of the navigation on the left, you'll see a status update page and also a channel for getting started that gives you a simple guide, but I'm fast forwarding you through all of that right now. Now what we're going to do is use some pre-prepared prompts to get some images created using MIDJOURNEY, and you'll find some example prompts underneath this video. Just make sure you change the prompts so you're making them unique by changing some of the words and some of the objects that you want to create. You start out by typing /imagine. That then goes into prompt mode, and then you either type in or paste in a prompt of what you want MIDJOURNEY to create. So I'm saying press image of a Lamborghini Huracan standing in a warehouse, aspect ratio 2:1, quality 2, style raw, let's go. And you just hit enter and it starts creating it. Now, depending on the time of day and how busy the server is, you may have to wait 30 to 60 seconds for your image to come back. It will have a little ping notice once it does that. It's great to have your speakers turned on for that occasion so you can go off and work on something else, and then you'll get a quick ping once it's done and you can go and check the first versions of the images that it's created. Okay, so here you can see MIDJOURNEY came back in about 30 seconds and created these 4 images of Lamborghinis, which all look freaking awesome. Now you've got options here in terms of what you can do. You can click the U button, which will upscale one of the images, starting at the top left, image 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And you can upscale each one of those if you want to save those, or you can create multiple versions of one particular image, but they will be very close to one another. So if I clicked V1, I would get multiple versions of this particular image, the first image, and they'll all be very similar. You could really only use one of those to upload to Adobe Stock. Personally, I love this first image, so I'm going to upscale this, and this is the picture I'm going to use to upload to Adobe Stock. So to do that, I click the U1 button and it will start upscaling. And here you go, it's come back already with the upscaled version. Now this upscaled image is not big enough to upload to stock photography. It will not give you a high enough resolution, so we need to do something about that. Also, you need to know that this upscaling process is very quick. It just takes a matter of seconds, about 5 seconds in fact, and it's there. So don't go off and do other work while you're doing the upscaling. Underneath, you'll see an option to fire this off in another window online. So you click that, it gives you a warning saying, are you sure you want to go to this link? And you say yes. And then you have an option here to save this image. Now at this point, and I learned this from experience, I tried to take that image and upload it to Adobe Stock. But if you try and do that, you'll get an error saying it's not big enough, the image is not high enough resolution. So you must do something called upscaling. Again, not MIDJOURNEY upscaling, but upscaling using another piece of software. Now there are free versions of upscaling out there that you can just find on Google. A free one that I found is just over at imgupscaler.com. So you click the drag or drop button, you'll see it's added in the image of the Lamborghini here, and then we click start. You'll notice by default it's set to upscale by 200%, which is what I recommend for you, and you'll also see that you only have a limited number of credits per week. Now if you want to upscale as much as you want without any limits, I recommend you go to topazlabs.com, Topazlabs, topazlabs.com, and you'll get an upscaler there. It's $99 one time only, and you can use it as many times as you want. That's what I use. Now if we go back to this free upscaler, imgupscaler.com, it's now finished upscaling that image, and we can click download. And as you can see, we now have a crisp, clear, and high definition version of our MIDJOURNEY image. We just right click and save this. Now it's important when you save the file that you give it a meaningful file name. So I've saved this one as Lamborghini High-Res AI, because when you come to upload it to Adobe Stock, which we'll do in a moment, they're going to want to know the details of the file. And if you just have a random number of letters and numbers, it's not going to like it. Now, of course, you are going to want to create more images than this, and particularly focus on the type of images that you found were popular over on stock photography on Adobe. So I'm going to put in another prompt here, which is high luxury, symmetrical, top-down shoot of a black Lamborghini. I'm going to now put in cyberpunk neon colors, and let's see if it comes up with those colors, which we saw were popular when we did the search earlier. And look at the versions it's created this time. So to my mind, version number 3 here looks amazing. So I'm going to upscale that and use this one as well. And you want to repeat this process for as many of the images that you found in the research phase as possible. Don't upload images, however, to Adobe that are too similar to one another. Don't upload 5 images of neon Lamborghinis, for example. They've got to all be different. You could try different makes of car, different model, different scenes, different colors, and so on. And then you could go into another scene or another theme. Maybe it's seasons such as Easter, summer, winter, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and so on. You create images around each of those themes. Okay, so using those Blade Runner kind of cyberpunk colors, I'm now going to upscale that particular image using the Topaz software. In case you decided to go ahead and grab that, I'll show you quickly how that works. You click Browse Images. I grab that super colorful picture of the Lamborghini. It's set as default to scale by 2x, so we're just going to click Save Image. And now at this point, remember, change this file name because Adobe will not like a file name that's got all this junk in it. So I've called mine Lamborghini Bright Colors and click Save. Now you can download the Topaz software for free, and you can do exactly that step as I just described without buying the software, but it will give you a watermark on your image. If you want to take off that watermark, you need to get the paid version. Okay, so now you're ready for the final step, which is to upload the images. So you just go to contributor.stock.adobe.com. From here, you're going to click the upload button, and you either drag and drop a file on this blue circle, or you click browse. And from here, you'll get a message that says, if you submit generative AI images, you must select the checkbox. This is where you need to refer to the more info page. On this page, it will give you the step-by-step instructions on how to submit AI-generated images to Adobe. So when you upload them, you need to say they are an illustration. You need to click the box that says created using generative AI tools, and you need to make sure you answer no to the question, does this include recognizable people or property? Now, this is an important point because if you create AI images that have people in or celebrities, or you've tried to create an image and it happens to have a likeness to a person or an individual or some corporate logo or something like that, you will face problems. You'll have to sign a model release form, even though you don't have a model that's been used. So it's far easier to create images around objects or themes rather than human beings, even though they're AI generated. So going back to this submission, we select that this is a category, so we put it in the correct category. Obviously, in this case, it's transport. We say that this was created using generative AI tools. Recognizable people or property, we say no. We put a title in here that is meaningful. I put yellow Lamborghini in parking garage. Then you put keywords in. You need to enter a minimum of 5 keywords, and you obviously need to think about this from the person that's searching for this, the small business owner or the graphic designer or an individual that's looking for an image like this. What would they type in? Once you've done that, you're good to go, and you click Submit One File. You'll get this pop-up box and you click Submit again, and then you'll get this message, thank you for your submission, your files will be reviewed by the moderation team within the next few days. And now, once you get approved, when anybody buys that image, you'll get money. And the more high quality images you upload, the more money you will make. Now, it will take some time. It can take up to a month, maybe even longer right now, for AI images to be approved, because so many people are creating these type of images and uploading them to Adobe Stock. But the good news for you is, if you focus on what I've given you in this video and you follow it step by step and you do that research phase to find the most downloaded types of images and you theme that around seasons or objects or types of transport, you will get a ton of money and a ton of sales.